going on, guys? My name is Yellow S2K and welcome to some MX vs ATV Reflex. This is another custom track review. We are at the DS19 compound, Supercross 3. Now we're starting at 3 just because this track looks so sick. The rocks to the right, the water out in the distance, just the dirt textures. It's just a really cool track. And with Supercross season upon us, I really wanted to check out some good Reflex Supercross tracks. So this is definitely one of them. There's some variety, there's some difficult sections, there's some really cool rhythms, there's some really unique stuff. And this is just really one to check out and download. The link will always be in the description on these, and if you're having difficulty with Reflex Central, go to Darkslide19's website. Obviously he created this track, but he's also got a killer website for downloading Reflex content, and that'll all be in the description. Nice poppy triple. You can actually quad into the corner if you hit it just right. A couple split sections here. You can go outside and hit a big triple, or go inside and a smaller rhythm. Same thing here. Outside, try to get that power down and hit a big triple, or you can go inside and hit a smaller rhythm. Pretty cool to have that variety. And it's that way really throughout the whole track. Giant jump over the train tracks. Pretty wild. Slow up here. Try to catch one of these ruts. I love the ruts in this because they're not ones that just grab you and you don't have to think. You really do have to hit them at the right speed, the right angle to be able to get through there cleanly. Oh, I botched that section. Not one of those that you want to mess up because it's before a big whoop section. Lose a lot of time if you screw that up. Into a roller section through the water. It's like the lake is bleeding into the rollers. Really sick. Again, it's just the visuals on this track are insane. Nice triple. It's actually a table over there. Triple through there. And this is actually the most difficult jump to clear on the track. I made it look relatively easy that time around, but if you have the back end slide out on you at all, or you don't get a good drive through there, you're not going to clear that triple. Kind of a unique corner there, and then you jump into some more rollers, and you're back onto the first section here. So again, this is a triple single. We didn't talk about these first time around. Again, another triple into a double, and there's alternate lines through both of those. Here's that triple, and we'll try to get the quad to the inside line. That was pretty sick. Again, there's a lot of variety, and you have the choice to kind of swap and go in and out of the different options, which is really cool. Again, over to that big triple. We'll try to go to the far inside here. Get on the brakes. I'm going to try something a little bit different here, which is kind of weird. We're going to hit this like a wall and avoid that big gap, and then jump and land to the inside. So that's a pretty wild option. I'd almost argue that it's faster. It would be pretty fun to see how that goes with the racing. That being said, it is pretty fun to hit the huge gap over the train tracks, and we're dead. Right into the C4 detonator sign, I believe. Oh, that section can eat you alive before these whoops. I don't know why, but it's actually a little bit difficult. Into the wet rollers. What a cool Supercross track, right? I mean, hard to beat this. Almost off track. Kept it on. And here's that triple I was talking about. Whew. Really had to pull it back on track there. That was pretty cool, actually. Hug it all the way to the inside this time. Not a bad way to go. Now, somebody might be hitting a quad through there. I actually did a little double-double, a little cheating double-double. Oh, no. We deserve that. I'm getting hooked and thrown all over track, and it tells you that you really do have to be on point and not get a little too sketchy. Really, the fastest way through this track is to just be clean. It's the same way with every track. You know, I always talk about overriding tracks, but this one's definitely one of them. You want to keep it nice and clean through a lot of this. We'll try to hit this big gap again. Why not? I've actually tried to do an on-off through there, try to land on the bridge. Yeah, it doesn't work. In case you were wondering. Ooh, back end out. Let's see how this outside line goes. The outside is definitely the way to go because you can actually, dang it, triple onto that table, and then it sets you up with really good speed through these whoops. The inside line is super challenging. You can see I'm kind of learning every single lap. Again, before this I only did about 4 laps or so. So I'm kind of figuring it out as I go and getting more consistent with things. Again, you want to get a little bit angled so you're set up for this triple. I'm making it look very easy, but that triple will beat you up. Oh, the cross ruts, man. So easy to do. That is kind of what makes the ruts really fun in Reflex, though. Is you really have to keep the back end stable. That's really one of the biggest tricks of Reflex and riding custom tracks is when you're braking, you really need to be leaning back while you're braking to keep that back end in check and not let it get all over the place. So otherwise you're going to be braking really hard through rough stuff and trying to dive into a rut and your back end's bouncing all over the place and it's just not going to work. Let's check out this inside. Pretty good rut there. That's fun. Ooh, it's just a little double through there. Switch it up here once again. Jump into the rut. Honestly, I almost like that more. I know it's not the big, cool gap, but I almost like the feeling of that a little bit better. Again, to the inside, so we're going to roll this time. On, off. That's the line if you're going to hit the inside before the loops. I haven't really done that justice in this video yet. Really cool, just with the lake, again, bleeding into those rollers. We've railed that corner. Again, try to get angled for this triple. That's the biggest tip I could give you. Angle yourself so you don't have to do the whole turn in the middle of that corner. And rotate before you land. Try to get a good lap in here. Kind of screwed that up, lost a little bit of time. That's okay though. Triple. I wanted that quad, but we'll still grab this inside. It's cool to try to quad and then grab the inside. I assume the outsides are the faster lines, but you never know. I'd like to get some races going on this track to be able to see. Oh no, it hooked us. Right into the tires. But what you notice is, okay, I'm going for kind of a faster lap, but I'm hitting different lines than I've hit ever before, so it's like, I keep finding really fun lines to hit. Which is cool. You don't get that very much in Supercross tracks, especially custom Supercross tracks, because you can imagine, if you're building this track, you know, just imagine how much time it would take to try to build a track where the jumps all work and everything, but then also where there's multiple lines through those different rhythms and whatnot. But not only just different lines, but different lines that are viable, that, you know, the inside isn't just totally worthless, you know, or the outside's just way too slow. You want them to be relatively similar, so you can take either, and either one of those is an option. So you can just imagine the amount of time it would take to go through that process and make it quality. So that's where I really always am, my mind is blown by these guys that are making these tracks. And DS19 has always been one of my favorites for track making. And not only that, it's not just that he's making these amazing tracks, he's also adding to the community and supporting Reflex. So make sure you keep an eye out for DS19. I'll put any links to some of his stuff in the description, just because, one, I know he's a good dude. Two, he's not just making tracks, he's also making a whole website and really curating and holding on to the awesome content that has been made for Reflex with his website. Again, that website will be in the description, and it should be your new portal, your new spot to be able to download Reflex content. He's had it out for a while, and now it seems like it's just the way to go. So definitely make sure you check that out, support Darkslides, because he's one of the main guys keeping this alive. Now, I know there's others, but let's focus on Darkslides in this video, since this is his track, and we're downloading it on his website, which is really the main Reflex hub now, which is really, really cool. Launch into the rollers. I've been going a little bit slower through that corner for some reason instead of just launching it. Ooh. Little kick, wasn't able to get that rhythm, so let's dive to the inside here. skip, not the way to go through there. I'm kind of jumping from line to line here. I like that little double-double. Rail the outside. Slam on the brakes. This is our last lap. Let's try to get a decent one here. All the way to the outside at kind of our preferred line to triple onto the table and into the whoops. See if we can beat our best lap here. Through those rollers. Triple, triple, triple. Try to angle. Not a great line through here. Can we still make it happen? No, we're going to get reset. Shit. I don't know. For some reason, I could play this track for so long. There's a reason I'm doing a freaking 8-lap review of it. Because it's just so much fun. I feel like I'm doing something different every single lap. And you do not get that in most Supercross tracks. In most Supercross tracks, it's very just cookie cutter. There's the big line that's the fastest, and everything else is just there to be there. You know what I mean? But this one, it's like, hey, maybe I could do that big line and then dive to the inside on the next corner instead of hitting kind of the outside to outside kind of here. You don't want to just do outside triple. It's like, really, you can switch it up. So anyway, guys, such an awesome track by DarkSlides19. We're gonna finish it off with the best lap. This has got to be it. This is definitely one of those tracks that you need to download, and really his entire compound is really, really sick. Let's see if we can still get this. That was not too bad, but I definitely bet we lost some time through there. Look at these whoops. Yep, that's it. The outside line is maybe the way to go through there, to contradict myself. But we'll still try to finish this lap off. Just keep an eye, how pretty is this track? The rock straight in front of us, obviously the lake right there. So we can still clear this from the inside. Oh, almost died. Just the uniqueness of some of the sections, even this corner, so cool. It's just a deep corner, jump into some rollers. It's every time you hit a different section, it's always like, oh wow, you know, I don't know if I've seen that before, or it's got something unique about it that makes it solid. Even this like more generic rhythm sections through here, it's cool because you can maybe switch it up and dive to an inside that actually works, and you just don't get that. It's pretty cool. Again, the bigger lines. I love these split lines. Kind of adds, it's not, I mean, you can throw a rut in any corner, but to also have these split lines where it's a different rhythm in the same section, it's pretty sick. Anyway, guys, hopefully you really enjoyed this track. Hopefully you downloaded it again. Make sure to check out links in the description for DarkSlides19 stuff. And more importantly, download this track, play it, have a bunch of fun with it. And thank you for watching. Until next time, I will talk to you later. Peace out.